Amnesty works on trying to end human rights violations and also to educate people about human rights. Our main way of working is through writing letters, and the reason why I really strongly believe in Amnesty is I am a former refugee from a country called Burundi where there have been just massive human rights violations, and I think Amnesty is very effective at doing the research in places that are forgotten, that a lot of people don't hear about, like Burundi, but also in terms of being able to stop it. And the main way that we do it is by writing letters, and it's always really gratifying when you hear that someone has been released or there's been an improvement in their condition or they've had access to medical treatment. Or else, sometimes I've met people who have been impacted by Amnesty International who say that the reason why they're alive today is because of the work of Amnesty. And so I really very strongly believe in the organization and what it does. There's three purposes behind the event. The first is obviously it's a fundraiser, and so we're hoping to raise money for human rights and social justice work. We are also looking to raise people's awareness about the different organizations that are doing this kind of work in the city and the work that is being done. And we're also trying to build more collaboration between the different organizations because we all work together to put this event on. I work at LITE, L-I-T-E, stands for Local Investment Toward Employment, and it's an inner city nonprofit that raises money to support community economic development in the inner city.
I'm with the Manitoba Interfaith Immigration Council, or Welcome Place, and we are a refugee resettlement agency for the city of Winnipeg.
I'm also representing CKW 95.9 FM as chair of the board of directors.
Camp Palnet is a Palestinian human rights group. We try to educate the public about what's going on in Palestine, in Gaza and the West Bank.
We started off with 3 organizations, and we've had as many as 11 organizations. This year we have 9. And so I think that it is really building more working relationships between different organizations.
I am running for our LITE, actually bike riding.
I'll be rollerblading in the Run for Rights.
I'm running for LITE today in the Run for Rights.
And I am going to attempt to run the 10K today.
We're both with Amnesty International today, and we'll be running/walking.
Our runners are running to raise money for the Congolese election observing trip that we're doing in July.
I think it's just a fun event. People really enjoy coming out, and I notice there's lots of networking and people talking to each other, and so I think it's a nice annual event for people to come together and socialize. But I also think that in terms of doing the work that we're doing, it's always good for groups to be more aware of what other groups are doing, and so I think this event helps with that. I'd like to start by welcoming everybody to the 5th annual Run for Rights. And we're very pleased to have 9 different organizations participating in the Run for Rights. 1, 2, 3, go! I don't want to lose you.
I can't keep up the pace.
It's cool.
Go down! You down!
I don't want to. Let's get rid of all the
Okay, this is nice.
Yeah.
Well, this guy is going to do awesome. If he does it, where's his number? Those little legs.
The Run for Rights is just it's a really good awareness tool just for folks who have the human rights want to know more about the human rights atrocities around the world, and even within the city of Winnipeg. So I think it just really brings awareness. It helps also with all the different organizations that are participating here to be able to share some of the information that they have within their own organizations. So there's a lot of cross-sharing.
We get a wider view of the world and what people are doing in it. And that Amnesty is organizing this is fabulous. There's no way we could organize an event like this. We sign on, and you know, a few phone calls and a few minor preparations before the event, and we show up in the morning, and here's the big thing. It's you know, our banner's up, and there's somebody sitting at our table, and all the forms are there, and it's all been organized. It's fabulous. It's wonderful.
It's a good way to connect with the different organizations, and also it's a good way to get people in Winnipeg in general.
It's just nice to see that it's a larger group in Winnipeg that are doing things like this and being involved in organizations, and I think it's a good idea to have it, because half of these organizations I didn't know existed, so to have an event like this, just to create awareness on what else is out there, I think it's a really good idea.
They're kind of doing it collectively together instead of trying to fight for the money separately. Doing it together, I find, is better, and then they get more exposure, people hear about them better, and especially smaller organizations where you don't have the money for big promotional things. It's word of mouth.
I look around here today, and you see such a diversity of people around here, you know, and from age to backgrounds and so forth, and I think this is really what our city is about. And any event that would bring people together like this, on top of the wonderful causes that all these organizations stand for, to me is a win-win.
Most of these groups represented here today, if not all, are volunteer-based. So there's a kinship there where you do it for the love and for the passion, and there's something inside of all of us that requires us, or it's almost a need to do the things that we're doing because we have to. We feel we have to. So I think it's a great opportunity for all of these groups and CKW to be involved together and to work on these issues that need to be worked on together and move forward as a community.